2.
Wow, today in court with Vince Davis was mind-blowing. I can't even put into words. I wish he could be videotaped so you could see this genius man with this amazing God-given brain and talent. He outsmarted everybody and he's still going, and I am so excited and I have so much faith and peace that we are going to win. It's coming.
I like it actually. It's going on the
Get it, Miss G.
I wish I had sticks right now.
Come on, Darren, you got the drum set over there in that $1 million studio.
No drums here. Nope, I got no rhythm. None. Zip, zero, zilch, no rhythm. I've tried.
Rhythm at all? Okay.
Nope.
Okay, Jamie, I know you've been on this. Huh?
So white men can't dance.
White man. No, white man can jump, though.
Well, I don't know what white man you're talking about. That white man's in my life. They know how to dance.
Because you're going to teach him, Miss G. You're going to teach him. Because you're the one's going to be teaching them.
No, he actually taught me.
Oh.
The white man taught you to do the belly dance?
No. I'm not talking about belly dancing. No, I'm talking about, yeah. They dance really well, actually. They do like street dance. They do the...
Oh, like break dancing?
Yeah.
Break dancing.
Yeah, break dancing, yeah.
So you can't join that, Miss G? You're going to break dance too?
No way. If I get down, I won't be able to get up. What?
And we're going to have to get you
Yeah.
That's okay. It's all right. My head, no, thank you. They're too amazing. They do all kinds of stuff. I can't do that. They do that like, I don't know. They're like robots, actually.
Yeah.
They look like robots.
They bring their own cardboard with them so they can do their back spins and everything.
Yeah, they do all kinds. I swear.
Just like CPS, they do backflips and flip over you and do all that kinds of stuff and put you on your head, just to get on the CPS topic.
Justin, that singer, Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake from NSYNC.
They dance like him.
Oh, okay, that's good then.
Yeah. They're actually extras in videos.
Oh, in videos. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they can dance. See that, Darren?
Yeah. I mean, there's questions about certain things, but yeah, you're right. Some of them can dance.
Yeah.
Some can dance. But Phil Collins can't. Because remember, he sings that song. He sings that song, I Can't Dance.
Phil Collins?
Yeah.
He's an older...
You know who Phil Collins is.
Phil Collins has the most amazing voice in the world.
Yeah, but he can't dance.
He can't dance.
I would rather listen to his voice.
Yeah, you think you got the hots for Phil Collins.
I do. I have the hots for Phil Collins. A lot of my friends say, "Oh no, he's not attractive to me." He was attractive to me. He was so
Phil
attractive.
Collins, if you're listening, Miss G is ready and willing.
Aren't we supposed to be talking about how to fight CPS and win? Not about what white man can dance.
That was going to be a Phil Collins show.
Yeah, we're deflecting him, Jamie. You got to learn how the strategy works. We talk for stuff about 3 minutes.
I need to join the tips, the tactics, and the whatever, that show.
Well, guess what?
TTT with Mike Bartz.
Our strategy, Jamie's, but you haven't used it.
I did, but they had an agenda from day one.
I know.
So that was that. So there was no way around that one unless I had a pit bull like Mr. Davis over this way.
Yep. You see that girl that talked in the video earlier? He was helping her with her case.
I know, that's amazing.
And this is how I felt after he comes out of every hearing I take him to. He is amazing in court. He really is amazing in court. And there's absolutely nothing bad I could ever say about this man. I wish we had more of him in court.
I know.
in Florida, I just found out today there is no attorneys handling CPS cases.
Nope, I know that for a fact.
Not one. Not one.
Nope.
That makes a lot of sense. That's why they're having so many problems down there.
Well, it's almost like that over here too. It's like that here too. It took me 4 months to find one. And by that time it was too late, already that much.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I got tricked into in the beginning, I got tricked into, waiving your rights to your preliminary hearing or your death sentence and not getting the trial in the beginning.
Sucks.
So
Really?
tell us what transpired in your CPS case recently, Jamie.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm confused. That's why when I was on the show and typing the other night and you were like, oh no, you're doing this, that. So basically they called it a trial, quote unquote, but it was a permanency review hearing. We originally, before they even put a court date in, they were supposed to have one after 3 months. And it was like 5 months. We kept asking for a court date. So I just told my lawyer, can you put in any kind of petition so we can bring it to the judge? So she put in a petition to terminate dependency of my daughter, my younger daughter. And then they turned around and put a petition in for goal change. So then on Tuesday, it was permanency review, goal change, and our petition. And then all of a sudden, the judge adopted it in its entirety. My ex agreed to the recommendations, and it was like a scene from the movie. What he blew up in court, did all kinds of bad things and said bad things. I didn't do anything to him. And then he turned like the narcissistic, tricks that they do, and he turned around and made it like it was me. Like I did something. I didn't even do nothing. I just turned around and said to the guardian ad litem, was that appropriate? And then he was like, am I going to get arrested if I effing leave here? He left the courtroom. And then the resource lady started crying like somebody died. And then I thought maybe at that point, she thought maybe because he blew up that the judge was going to rule in my favor. And then next thing you know, they had a 5-minute recess. They went outside. She came back all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed like it was all sunshine and rainbows, like nothing happened. And then court was back in session. And I couldn't do or say anything after that. And then they adopted it in its entirety and just... It was nothing. They didn't have no witnesses. They didn't have no doctors. They tried to call a doctor that never saw me, and my lawyer objected to it and said that was, he needed personal knowledge, and he didn't have no personal knowledge, so he didn't get to come in. They wouldn't let my doctor that outruled all the, their evaluations and said that I had a 45 IQ. They just said, oh no, we already adopted her evaluation from the last court hearing, and we already agreed to everything, but their doctor wasn't impressed with her report, as they stated. So then right after court, next thing you know, they send me a text message and said, oh, tomorrow's your goodbye visit in a 5x5 cell for an hour, and if you cry and get upset, then we're going to end the visit. Don't bring anything with you because it's like manipulation or you're trying to buy her, you know what I mean? That was crazy. And then that same day of court, they send me me or my lawyer didn't go to court. They send me an order that stated that they terminated my other daughter, the one you were just talking to, terminated it. And they said on the basis of alleviating the original reasons for placement, which is weird because both of them got taken at the same time. Both of them got taken for the same reason. They were both the same case. So how do I alleviate one and not the other? So now we're appealing it. I went and paid for the transcripts and everything, and now I'm waiting for my lawyer to write up the brief so we can appeal it. And we only have 30 days. Now it's only like 22, 23 days or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got till November 9th to appeal it.
You got till November 9th? You better start doing it now.
Oh, and I already did it the same day of court when we left.
Okay.
As soon as I left
the initial filing. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, the initial one, because as soon as I left court, I had to go pay for the transcripts. Instead of waiting for my lawyer to come from the 4 counties over, I just went to the pathonetary's office and filed it and did it all myself and paid for it. So, because I know it takes time to, write it up and do all that. And I wanted to know from Mr. Davis if, since I'm waiting for her to contact me back, because when I went back, they told me that it's going to take them more than 30 days to write the transcripts. So I don't know if you have to attach the transcripts to the appeal in the initial filing, or how's that work?
Okay, so the initial, from my understanding, the first when you file for an appeal, Nothing goes with it. Just a brief
The
explanation.
brief. Okay,
Right.
because she's writing up the brief right now.
Right. And
That's
then
all I know.
right. And then but then again, your state, I don't know how it works in other states. I can only talk about how it works in California. I don't know.
I know,
I
but
don't
it's
know if
almost
the
the
bills are the
same.
same in all the states. I don't know.
Yours is almost the same with a couple of exceptions. That's all, really.
What does
With
your
a lot of
attorney
things.
say? I
I'm
hope you
waiting
hired
for
an
her to.
appellate attorney. I hope so.
Yeah, yeah, she's an appellate attorney.
Good.
And she's a dependency attorney. She does all kinds of different things outside in her county. She's actually in appeal right now as well.
So, does she work for the court of CPS or no?
No, no.
Okay,
Oh, she's private. It's the private attorney, paid attorney, Miss G. I've been paying for her since
good.
the 4th month of
I'm
my
glad.
case, of the
Good
21
girl.
months.
Good girl.
Yeah. No, and she's from 4 counties away. So
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
said
What I,
if I was in her county, I would already had my kids back. And actually, she said they would have probably never even got taken, if anything.
what I was telling you earlier is that what yesterday on the show when I was talking to you, remember the videos that you've done, and I told you, and I called you and texted you, and I said don't do that. Remember
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
last video that I saw? That's because they're watching you. There was
Oh,
a
I know.
social worker on there. Yeah, she
Oh,
was
but
she was making comments, and I told you, Jamie, she's a social worker, and you
yeah,
said,
yeah, I
oh,
know. But they
yeah.
already saw. They don't bring none of that up, and I didn't start that until after they already had their agenda and minds made up.
Oh, but even so, if you have an attorney, don't make it harder for your attorney.
Oh no, I do a lot of the footwork for my attorney
Yeah.
just so it can keep the cost down.
How is that? How you?
Anything that she needs, any paperwork, any this, any that, I help her out with it. I give her everything, give her any kind of evidence, any kind of everything that I have, and tell her everything every single day. Basically, I don't want to get too much to tell everybody what I do for her.
Well, just make sure that you don't make it harder, because I do know they monitor the platform.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
but here in PA they say they don't care because a lot of people do it on social media and there's nothing they can do about it. That's what they told me. I got that on video too.
Are you serious? They told you that a lot of people do it on social media and there's
Yeah,
nothing
because
you can do?
I try to tell them what my ex was doing, bashing them on social media. They didn't even care. They said, "Yeah, people do it all the time. There's nothing we can do about it." And she didn't even bat an eye. Really, didn't even care.
That's not true. That's a lie. They
Well,
didn't
here's
tell
it's
Aaron that.
PA, Miss G. This state is backwards. Okay, it's a Commonwealth state. You know what I mean? They change the laws like we change our underwear.
That's
And
interesting.
they don't follow them either, or their policies and procedures, so that doesn't matter.
Well, they don't follow the laws in
Anywhere.
California either. Yeah. They don't follow their own laws. They can actually they were told to not follow
Yeah.
the laws. The book
Yeah.
laws that they have, their rules and regulations, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
the policies and procedure law.
Yeah. That's all that's all it is.
Miss G drops the mic. Just drop the mic.
Boo, 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 boo. I know. I know. I wish I had a mic to drop. I don't have
So
a mic
I
to drop.
also wanted to ask Mr. Davis if during this appeal thingy and after they did what they did to me on Tuesday and they said my goodbye visit and I didn't even have my TPR, they didn't even file TPR yet. So how can you end my visits and just take them from me when I had them twice a week, 3 hours a day, back to back in my home, right up until their so-called trial? And if you read the transcripts, Miss G, they said I'm mentally retarded. I could read the whole transcript of the whole hearing within a minute, and they're like,
I have to share something with you. I just got a
Okay.
text message from one of the social workers I was telling you guys about. So
Oh,
check
yeah?
this out. Okay, so she said they also use little spoof. I don't know what that is. Spoof and talkatone. So what they do, spoof and talkatone. So what they do is that they use.
I
I'm
don't even
reading.
know what
Hold on.
that is. I don't even know what that is.
Me neither. She's explaining. she's actually watching.
Hi.
Talkatone, she said, is a app service you pay monthly, or and you get up to 10 numbers, and
Oh,
those
they have
10
fake
numbers
numbers.
they use, so they assign it to one person to call and make a report.
Oh yeah, yeah. They have talk to text numbers. It's like talk to text
Right,
or talk,
wait,
whatever it's called.
right. And she also said that a spoof, I guess I'm saying it right. She said they can use your own number.
We
Basically,
used to
what
do
they
that.
do, they can use your own number to text them,
Yep, yep.
which
We
is
used to
weird.
do that back in the day, way
Oh
back
my God,
when.
this is
My
so
sis,
disgusting.
my
This
sister
is
did
not
that to me
right.
when my mother died. My phone rang. This is like 12 years ago, and I got freaked out because my phone rang and it had my mother's number on it, and I'm freaking out because my mother's dead. How is my mother calling me from her phone number? But that's how they do it somehow, like that, and can call you with somebody else's number and put any number in that app so they can
Okay,
call like it's that number.
okay, that's freaky. That's not right.
Yeah,
And let me tell you why. If people can actually do that, that means people can
they
take your
can say,
number, text you,
bad
and
stuff.
text another person some crap, and it's
Yep,
not true. That is not right.
yep,
What they're doing
and
is
use
so
it as
illegal.
evidence.
That's not
Yep,
right. That's not right. This is illegal. And now, since she shared that with me, I want to ask Davis about that, because if that's
that's so
accessible to the
illegal.
public, if
Oh, it
that's
is.
accessible, right, that means, I don't know if they use it on people. I don't know. I don't know. She said they do. They do, to frame a
Well,
parent. To frame a
they
parent.
brought they brought up something right in this trial that I never heard all the way up until the day of their so-called trial, and said out of nowhere. Now, they didn't bring up no concerns the whole 21 months that I talked to my ex. Now at the end of it all, oh, now she's got these text messages, so they try to bring them up in court, and my lawyer object to it and said it was just speculation or something like that, she stated, because the messages, when she read them, I didn't get to see them because she had it electronically right as she was coming into court, like we were getting called up to the stand. And next thing you know, she's reading them, and she said it was like somebody was writing on my behalf, but it wasn't even my number. So good luck with that one. You got the wrong phone number. So prove it. So she said it's speculation, so that didn't get brought in.
What do you mean somebody was writing on your behalf?
Like somebody was talking to him, and he tried to, in CYS, tried to say that it was me talking to him and that I'm in contact with him. Not that we have a PFA or anything that says we can't talk. Not that I want to talk to him, but that's what they try to pull at the end.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But that got thrown out just
my
along with
God.
their only witness too. And the only witnesses they had was 2 aides, not even a social worker. And the social workers here don't even have a associate's degree in early childhood development. But they got aides that have no credentials, no nothing, and that's all they had on the stand to testify. And everything that they testified to and said, it was a weird testimony because the 2 social workers, or the aides, should I say, that were testifying, the CYS solicitor asked them both 2 questions at the end of their testimony was, do you think she can independently parent a child alone? The one worker's testimony in the beginning, she said, oh, my daughter's very busy child. Jamie's right on her. She's engaging with her. Every time I say something, she implements it right away. And then at the end of her testimony, she stated that, answered no to the CYS solicitor's question. So then my attorney said, well, why do you say no? And how is that a concern? She said, because she's busy. But she goes, isn't it fair to state in the beginning of your testimony that you stated that she was busy? So my lawyer was confused, like she didn't even understand it. And then as soon as she stated that, the judge adopted it in its entirety and court was over.
What?
And you
Jimmy,
should see
I
the
told you they're
transcript.
going to play games. I told you they're going to play games. They're going to give you false hope. I told you this already. I told you
Oh,
to
they did.
expect it.
I knew that from day one because they had an agenda since day one.
I know.
I mean, what can I do? I've been fighting it as much as I can until
So
I'm
for
in
them
the
to
dirt.
tell you that you're overly loving your child,
Yeah, but
you're not
but
going to love your
that's not
child
the
enough.
that they don't bring that up no more. Now I'm mentally retarded. I can't independently parent a child alone. So what do you think I did for my other daughter? She's autistic too from day one, from womb till, come on, be real. Only the right will be right and the wrong will be wrong to a demon, Miss G. You know that.
I know that. I've been saying that.
That's why
And
I
these
say
men
Miss
will always
Boy.
see the truth as false, and
Yep.
right, and they will always see that, and they will always see the lies as truth.
And then they
That's
said, I
exactly
don't
what a demon
attain.
is. Mhm.
They said, I don't attain any information. We don't think you can recall anything unless it's being recorded. And it's like showing up to school. I got 100% compliance, but minimal progress. So it's like showing up to school, but not doing anything. That's what they said. But if you go back and look at all my visits and everything I've done for my kid and how much work I put in, but how do I not do anything? I even
See,
got all their service providers fired. So they
okay,
didn't have anybody.
exactly. So, what makes them determine that you are unfit to that? You What did they say about you? You're what?
I'm mentally retarded. I said, well, then where's my check?
Yeah, if you're mentally retarded, yeah. Where's your?
Where's my MR services? I didn't get any of those.
You know who's mentally retarded? Social workers are mentally retarded.
They're
Judges are
incompetent.
mentally retarded in that
Yeah.
CPS court.
You should see my transcripts. The judge says and you can't even read it because there's so much ooh ah like words 5 times over, and it doesn't even have anything in there for you to even see that why my child should be taken.
Mm-hmm.
No drug concerns, never failed a urine, never did nothing like that. But yeah, they try to, a couple days before the trial, their so-called trial, they try to trick me into signing a positive urine. I said, absolutely not. I had it all on video. I said, you are not that. She marked a couple of, because you used to be on it, we have to put that on there. No, that says urine confirmation. I'm not signing that because you just marked that I was positive for X, Y, and Z. Nope, not doing it.
That's crazy.
And I didn't sign it.
Where's Darren?
He's there. His head is below the $1 million studio over there. He's falling
Hey,
asleep.
Darren, you want to join this or?
Yeah, no, I was so lonely without the dog here, and I was just moving her bed.
I'm sorry, Darren. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry, Darren, too.
Yeah. So what's going on? What do we got going on?
You did not hear anything he
Were you
said?
not listening?
No, I was listening, but well, going on and on with that, I was just trying to move along.
Okay.
Not get stuck on the dog subject. So moving along.
So what do you think about it, Darren?
I think it's all nonsense. To be honest, I think everything about it is nonsense. I think the fact that you're an overparent is nonsense. I think the fact that you have an autistic kid that is in custody, I think that's just sickening and disgusting.
But I got one.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying is this.
And they closed it the day of court. That's sick right there because you guys got what you wanted. You never cared about my other daughter to begin with. And this case started before my little one even came about.
Yep. I think it's sickening that they can take a child that's handicapped away from their mother, or father, which is where they need to be so that they can thrive. You know, that's their security blanket, their security field.
But they had the father right under their fingertips. He was working with him. I wouldn't doubt that he got paid to do everything he did in court. It was like a scene from the movies. I'm telling you.
Right. No, most of these are
like a whole setup.
Right. Most of these are like you can literally watch them unfold right in front of you.
Yes, that's what it did.
It's got a main event. It's got a conflict. It's got plot twists. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's crazy how these things look so scribed and how they look so. Like you said, so manufactured. But the thing that you can say is, and if you meet people around, that this is not fake and this is real. It's very real. And like I said, I have a big problem with them taking handicapped children from homes. That's just not right. That's number one. That's a burden of a person that doesn't have a handicapped child. That's a burden that they're not ready to or even can understand or fathom what the responsibility is that they're getting ready to step into. And then number two, the sacrifice and dedication of the mom and dad that have that handicapped child is way different than that of a child with special needs that was born into the family. That's the trauma that these kids are facing, being there when everything in their soul is ripped away from them. So that's really what you're doing with some of these handicapped children, is you're ripping their soul away from them. They don't know how to express. They're not sure how to. this or that or the other. You know, like it's just so damn sad that we're allowing this. A country of the United States that is led to be the #1 protector of children is actually the #1 harmer of children, and
That's a fact.
nothing makes sense in any of this. None of it makes sense.
That's why I got a shirt that says "Make it make sense," and I wore it to my visit, and then took it off, and it said, this shirt said "Free my baby" with her pictures on it, and it said "Stick strong" on the side of it. And I bought the biggest blanket I can buy with all the pictures on it. When they told me I couldn't bring nothing, I brought it all. They told me I couldn't take no pictures, I couldn't take videos. I live streamed that baby.
Oh, Jesus, Jamie.
Right in the CYS building. And followed her out too when she said, and then they held me hostage at the end, like I was gonna run after her and like kidnap her, and they had people outside waiting or something. I'm like, I'm not on parole. Why can't I leave? Like, what am I gonna throw her on my scooter and take off in the wind?
They're cowards. They're cowards. They're cowards. A coward will always do that. A
Oh my
coward is
God.
always afraid of that.
Yes, ma'am.
So sad. It's so sad. I seriously can honestly say, first of all, you're not mentally retarded. You're not. You have a condition that doesn't make you mentally retarded, and it doesn't make you unfit to be a mother.
No, that's what my doctor tried to state, and they wouldn't allow her to even get on the stand.
Right, but that's the case. You wouldn't have another one with you. But they wanted the youngest one because they get more money from the youngest one.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh
they're
yeah.
seeing your child as merchandise rather than seeing your child as a.
Oh, dollar signs lit up when they knew I was pregnant. It lit up like a Christmas tree
I know.
on Christmas morning.
And that's why they're focusing on the baby. And
Yeah.
the baby, to them, that's more money than the teenager, for example.
But the whole case, they were focused. They was going back and forth. Oh, you care more about her than you do her. Then now you got to spend more time with her than her, or you got to form a relationship first with Jennifer before she comes back. I can
That
say her
doesn't
name.
make sense.
But- Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
I said she already has a relationship with me. She's 17. Shouldn't I be spending more time with my little one?
Oh my God. Oh my
At the time, she was 17. But why should I have to do that? And they flipped out, threw me out the visit room, threw my whole suitcase, hit me in the head with a Bop It toy. And she says, I'm calling your caseworker. Call my caseworker. I have it all on video. I have that on video too. And all because I said at this time, I think my little one needs more attention. She goes, oh, so you care more about her than her? And I'm like, no, I love them both equally, but she knows I'm mom. I need to spend more time with her, and she needs more attention. She took it the wrong way and threw me out the visit and hit me in the head with a toy. That was their contracted service provider. I got fired because of my valid concerns that they say I can't identify a safety concern because I did splish, splash, we're taking a bath. And my daughter got in. She couldn't even go near when she was with them. She wouldn't go near any bathroom door. She wouldn't even attempt it. She would freak out and panic. So I figured, let me make it fun. Let me go in the bathroom, put this much water in the tub, I was in there fully clothed. I started jumping. She started coming closer and closer around the corner and then peeking around and then started to take her clothes off to get in. And I held her hands, both hands, and did it one time and sat down and continued to give her a bath, wash her hair and the whole 9 yards and get out. Safety concern from return home to adoption. That's what made them do that.
Jesus.
And I had the visits in my home twice a week, 3 hours, 3 hours a day, each day on Monday and Tuesday. And the social worker couldn't even tell them in court. It's in the transcripts. She couldn't even tell them in court when my visits were. So my lawyer objected to it. Hey, I can't read off my notes. Why are you reading off your notes? So the judge made her recollect off her wonderful mind that if I don't seem to recall anything and I'm mentally retarded, how come you need your notes? Even when you got your notes, you can't even remember or recall. Sorry, guys, I gotta laugh because that's my coping skill. I learned I gotta. That's my thing.
And cry and whine about it all the time.
Yeah, I can't. I have to do something. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I just drink my coffee and smoke a cigarette here and there. That's it. Take care of my other kids.
I stopped drinking coffee and I went to green tea and now I'm back to coffee again.
Oh, I need the coffee to stay up in this.
But I stopped drinking coffee for a while and then I went back to coffee again and now I'm going back and forth. But I'm still tired.
I drink water too. Hey, you shouldn't be tired. It's almost 11 o'clock here in my neck of the woods. I should be hitting the sack, but I doubt I'll be going to sleep. Not when my neighbor's here two-stepping it.
Jamie, tomorrow I have to go for a consultation on my teeth, and I'm so terrified.
Don't be scared. I'm praying for you. That's the worst, though. I hate teeth. Anything to do with teeth.
You know, I tried so hard to avoid a needle. Now I have to face surgery.
Yeah, you're getting that needle.
When it comes to teeth, I'm like a freaking baby.
Yeah, because you can die from it, though. Anything when it comes to your mouth or your teeth or your gums, or you can die. My twin sister passed away from that when she was 16.
Okay, so they gave me antibiotic. They told me that the infection went down to my jaw. So they have to go down to my jaw on both sides, the bone, to clean it off and then kill the root.
Scrape it. Yeah,
scrape it, and then they have to kill the root, and then that's 3 root canals, for the love of God. That's like a whole
You know what I would say? Don't have a root canal. Just take it out, baby, or let it go until the wheels fall off. Because it's going to fall out eventually. You're going to have to just keep getting it done over and over again after so long, you know?
I know. All I can tell you guys, go from the beginning. It reminded me of CPS, I swear. You know, when the doctor said, see, if you would have came at the beginning, it wouldn't be that bad. And I was like thinking about it on the chair while they were doing the x-rays. And I'm like, you know what? That's like CPS. If you don't go at the beginning of the case, it gets down the line and down the road. And so true. So true. I've been dealing with this. So basically, this has been 4 years of what I have. 4 or 5 years.
You've been neglecting it for 4 or 5 years, Miss G? Not Miss G.
Oh, yeah. When Miss G comes to her, the needles going in her gums, that's Miss G. No. Can't do it. Cannot do it.
Oh, you won't feel it. It's just a little pinch, as they say. Just a little pinch.
No, it's not a pinch, honey. No. No. Whoever said that is a liar.
The doctor.
Not a pinch. No, baby. The needle is so thick, and it goes in. Oh, my God.
Don't look at it.
No, Jamie, I'm already having palpitation just talking about it.
Tell them to give you laughing gas or some kind of thing before they give you the needle, and you'll never know it.
I told them that I have to be completely gone. So
okay, but that means they're going to give you anesthesia, but you got to ask them, give me something before you make me completely gone, because I can't get to the completely gone with that needle, so ask for the gas mask or whatever, the laughing gas. Or they make you drink. They put something like just like an oxygen thing, like a little smoky thing, and you like get funny or whatever, and then you'll never know that they did whatever they did, or you drink like a little syrup thing.
Right.
Something like that. It's been a while, but yeah, you ask them for that, and then they give you the needle for anesthesia to put you out, and you won't ever even know that even happened.
Well, I can tell you this much. I will never, ever, ever, ever neglect my teeth again. Ever. So I'm going to make sure after this that I don't get to this point again. I'm being honest, because that's the most painful, living on antibiotics and ibuprofen. Oh my God.
Ibuprofen doesn't even touch teeth pain unless you're crushing it and make it to a powder and put it right on your tooth, right wherever the nerve is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll try that.
There's like something called, what was it called? Something C powder. They sell it in little gas stations, like little good. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a little powder. It's like acetaminophen or ibuprofen or whatever, and it's a powder, and you just put it right on it.
I know.
But you taking it by your mouth, it doesn't do nothing. I know that from experience.
Then I'm going to do that then.
Miss G, I'm going to text you an update about my case.
Yeah.
G said he's going to update it, or she. I can't see. I'm blind.
G, I hope you have the cell number for work, honey. Because I canceled the other 310 number. She said it will be okay, Miss G. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Yes, it will.
G, let me know if you have the 626 number, baby girl. Otherwise, I will have to include it right now on the show. It's there, guys. I don't know if you guys had a chance to hear what I had to say earlier. So one of the social workers that resigned from from the
CPS.
Department of CPS, Children and Family Services. She told me that they use um,
Poof.
damn it, spoof and talk a tone. So what they do, right? So basically, when they say that, I just texted no. It's not no more the 310 number. Let me give you the. Okay, I'm gonna give you this other cell number. Here. That is my direct number right there, G. Just use this number, sweetheart, and right here. And you can text me on that number to call you, okay? And I will call you. Holy God. So anyways, they use talk-a-tone and spoofy or spoof. And what they do is they call and pretend they're somebody concerned, like a neighbor or somebody, and they make a report against you. They can actually also pretend that they're the family member of the parent. So they usually pretend that they're the family member of the parent, so that way, when you find out, or sometimes they just slip it out, you know what I mean, to make you fight with your siblings and to make you fight with your whole family, and then they go to your family and tell them a complete different story about you, what you said, and all I can tell you right now is don't even try to make sense out of this, but they do it. And also, she said the spoof one, she said what they're doing right now is that they're using your number to text them. And so basically to make it look like it's coming from your number. So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm begging you, like, be cautious. And I've never heard of these things. I haven't researched it yet. You just texted to me.
Oh, it's definitely true.
Research on that, huh?
It's definitely true because it was out years and years ago, and my mother passed away around 12 years ago.
Well, they use it. So if it's accessible to the public, it's accessible to everybody.
Yeah, it is.
Accessible to everybody is very dangerous, especially if they can use your own cell number.
Oh, yes, they can put any number in and pretend like they're anybody.
Yeah. So that's very dangerous as well. So you really don't know.
Technology is just getting out of control.
Yeah, it is. And you don't know who's texting you. Now I'm questioning stuff that I received in the past.
Yeah, like voices and people's recordings. They do that. They change people's voices.
The AI.
Recordings,
That stupid thing. But they sound like robots, and you can tell that it's a robot.
Or they sound like Darren.
Yeah. In his $1 million studio.
That's right.
That only works half the time.
I want to be here.
Oh my God.
Darren voice if I could be anything else.
You want to be what?
If I could be anything in the world, why would I pick the Darren voice to be,
Darren, don't you have that voice changer, Darren? You got that thing.
Yeah, I do. I certainly do. that little device is very, very powerful.
No, that's very dangerous. That's very dangerous what they're doing, though. Just knowing that somebody can send you a text message send Darren a text message from your phone, Jamie, and you didn't send it, and then Darren thinks you send it to him. That's disturbing.
A big fight in a It's bad.
Unbelievable.
Okay,
or they can use it against you in court, like you and use it as evidence, like you did something, and look, this is how this person did this or that,
Yeah.
Yep.
There's an update for you, Darren.
What's that?
My CPS workers backed off. They wouldn't release my discovery for court. Instead of personal and in writing, I had insisted for the transcript intake call because it I can't read, it's really small. Their evidence proving they lied. So got a simple email stating my case is closed for now, but they may interview me in a future date. Or don't let them. Do not let them. Don't let them interview at all. Oh no.
or if another concern arises, I have trespassed these people as I have firm warning in writing. Okay, so I don't know
Oh,
who
yeah,
you
no.
are, but
Yes, they're
Will,
perfect. They're good. That's awesome. That's good.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
but she or he has to be alert because
Right. Just be aware. Correct.
Aware. Be very aware.
I
Use
think,
that self-awareness.
in my opinion, lawyer up. Don't use the lawyer. Just lawyer up and
Right.
keep
Well, they
the
just
lawyer
finished.
on hold.
They're just finishing. They're just finishing a CPS investigation. That CPS is backing off now and saying, "Okay, whoa, just don't put your guard down. Just stay.
Yeah.
This is a plot.
Keep your lawyer. Keep your lawyer if you have one. Just on speed dial because they could. They're going to come up from the rear maybe. But
They
that's
are.
really
Yep.
awesome. They've done that. That's really great.
They are. They just want you to keep your guards down now. They want you to put
Yep.
your guards down
They
so that
want you
way.
to think that they left and then they're going to come back when you least expect it.
Yep.
That's their manipulation and their tactics and their, gaslighting, everything else they use to trick you into their,
That's what
you
they
know
do,
what.
honestly. Or maybe they'll use like your number to text them, and they say, "Oh, look, Your Honor, he's a
He's
lunatic,
crazy.
or she's a lunatic."
He's delusional. Look, we told you he was crazy. Or like me, you got MR. I want to know where my check is. I need it. Sorry, I got to laugh. Can't help myself.
Jamie, no more candy before the show.
I don't eat candy. I really don't. I have coffee. It's the C word. It's still C. So does that count?
You're drinking decaf, Jamie?
Oh no, baby. That's like you want some coffee with that sugar type deal. with light and sweet. Colombian, baby.
I'm drinking American coffee.
I don't know. Is it all coffee American coffee? Well, mine's Colombian, but
I don't know. It's Starbucks. I don't know where they get it from, honestly. I'm sure they get it from Colombia too.
they get it all from over there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But they just call it different names, so you think you're getting something different.
Look, as long as it gives me the caffeine I need, that's all good to me.
I can drink a coffee and go to sleep. It doesn't. I don't think it does anything for me.
That's a fact.
Probably.
I think we think it's doing something to us, but it really not. I really don't. Starbucks, I used to drink those Frappuccinos all the time in the glass bottles from Starbucks. Guess what? The whole 8 years I drank them things, they don't have caffeine in them. It's just a milk drink. It's a milk product. It says chilled coffee drink, but it's not caffeine.
In Starbucks, I'd sue them if that's the case.
No, it's like a glass bottle. Like a glass bottle you buy in like the gas station. I don't know if they sell them at Starbucks. I don't go there, but I used to buy them at the gas station.
Well, that's kind of bad if they have their name on it. They're still responsible.
Yeah, it's crazy. It says chilled coffee drink, but it's not caffeine. It's just a milk drink.
Yep. Yeah, just be careful with that. Sometimes they put some other crap in it. I don't like
I don't
it.
drink them no more. I used to.
Yeah.
That's why I go to regular coffee now. That was cold, and I didn't like the real cold coffee, so that was like almost like a Frappuccino in a bottle, and it wasn't like the cold regular iced coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So any viewers out there got any questions or anything? Who's watching? Do we got people watching even? I can't see on my phone.
Aaron.
Yeah.
He's sleeping over there.
Oh, I'm not sleeping. I'm right here.
Look at the messages.
I can't see him. If I click on the messages, it kicks me out.
No, not you, Darren.
So call me, please.
CPS is never through with you. Yeah, they're never
Oh
through.
yeah, definitely. They're never.
Yeah, they will haunt you until, God forbid, something happens to you.
Oh no, they wanted to get rid of me real quick. They signed that thing without even having a court hearing, without my lawyer there, and sent it out the same day of the last hearing to end my other daughters. I already got the order already.
Yeah.
That's sick, right? That's sick.
They
That's
will
like
haunt you. They will haunt you for the rest of your life. I'm not joking. This is not something you make up. You can't make this up. Mr.
Let's see if
Davis
we
has mentioned that people have to vote for the
Yeah.
right state, Congress, and judges to make changes, difference, whether. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't agree with that. Is there any recommendation for here in California? I'm in California, G, you know that? But all I can tell you, yes, you know,
You
honestly, you don't know who you're voting for. Like I said earlier, you could be voting for a sociopath or
Yeah.
you don't know. I mean,
That's
a
true.
sociopath,
Oh,
narcissist,
pedophile.
they're clever. They're clever. So they change masks all the time. They know how to mask themselves. They're not outspoken. They're very vague and
Yeah.
make empty promises and they show people the shot the innocent side, and they're not innocent. They're not. They're actually more evil than you could ever process. And you vote for them, and guess what happens? You voted for the devil himself. So
Yeah.
again, I don't think voting is going to make a change. You know what I think is going to make a change? The people are going to make a change.
We
You know
the
how
people.
Oh, great.
by everyone standing together, meaning walking the walk, protesting, but it can't be just 100 people. We're talking
No.
about the whole entire
100,000.
planet. Say what?
We the people need to get all together because they know if we all get together, they're gonna lose, and they don't want that.
Exactly. Remember, the
Yeah.
enemy is more afraid of you for knowing the truth than you
Yep.
are of them.
Exactly.
That's what you understand.
That part right there.
A demon sees the light in you,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
once they see the light of God in you, they attack you because they want to intimidate you.
Oh yeah, I started talking about God and I was delusional.
Yeah. So it's bullying. It's a bullying tactic. So you can't
So I
give
handed
it.
my pamphlet from church. Here, you want to come to church with me?
Jesus.
That's
Oh
what I
my
did.
I'm telling you, it's a strategy tactics that you have to use, that they have to use in order for them to cripple you. That's what it is. That's all they want. They want you so afraid of them, but when you take a step back and really look at yourself, really take a good look at you and know who you are, because
They didn't like me because
they want you to question yourself. They want you to second guess yourself, and you don't want to do that.
they don't like me because I'm too assertive and I'm passionate and the way I am, and they hate it.
Do you laugh like that in court?
Oh no, I'm whoop. I got the gag order on me in court and throughout all the visits too. I'm not allowed to talk unless I'm redirected. So I know where to act and how to act, I gotta fake it till I make it. That's what I was told. And be silent. I was silent for 21 months. I ain't being silent no more. I'll speak it out.
Wait, I'm confused about. I'm
I can't see it.
confusing about this comment. This
Someone calls repeatedly false emotion. Yeah, they don't do nothing about it though. You can't. Nobody gets in trouble because the people that calls anonymously or whatever. I can't even talk today.
no, you cannot detect these numbers.
You can't detect them. No, they can't.
You can't
They're
detect
not.
them.
They don't care.
No, they don't care. That's what you can hire. You don't waste your money. They can't detect.
Yeah, don't waste your money.
I already asked the private investigator just now. I texted him. You can't.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Numbers. No.
You ain't gonna ever get the person that's calling on you ever.
And then
They
they
say,
said, yes, this is what they've done to me over 17
they
weeks.
keep calling on her for for all this time, and the same person probably keeps making false allegations on her, and so she wants to try to figure out if she can get them in trouble for making the false accusations and allegations on her, which that's not.
That comes after. You can get revenge after you get your children back.
Yeah. You either want to be right
revenge
or you want to win. Like Mr. D says, you want to be right or you want to win. It's either
Yeah, but what are you catching? What are you catching? I don't know what you're catching. I vowed I'm going to catch that person.
She's catching the person that's making the calls, the anonymous calls. It's never going to happen. You're not. If you catch them, they ain't going to do anything anyway. What are you going to do with that? You're focusing on the wrong thing.
My daughter got raped in foster care behind the false cases.
Oh,
they don't care about that either.
Oh my God, baby.
So say, here's the number to the child line.
You know what? Are you the mother or the father of the child? God, I can't say.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening to my daughter too, but they don't care.
I can't say what this person should do on live.
I know. I want to say something, but I can't either.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we probably can't say here.
Because we don't want to get shut down.
She's the mother. Yeah, all
they don't care.
Is I'm so sorry, but this is not forgivable. I'm so sorry. It's not forgivable. I know, I'm Christian and God said forgive, and but this one, no. This is not forgivable.
But they're all like that and sex traffic kids and do all that stuff, and all that crazy stuff is happening, and they're being abused in all these foster homes, and nothing's done about it. And they just don't even turn a blind cheek, and they say, here's the number to the child line if you have any concerns or whatever, and then nothing gets done. Ever.
Oh my God. I just want to, can't. Fuck.
I know. Miss G. Hey, everybody. Whoever's watching. Sylvia on the go.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter.
You can just tell me how old is your daughter. She said, I was targeted because I was hurt in foster care, not allowed to go home, but never in a foster home. This has happened since I was 15. What?
But how can you never be in a foster home if you said you were in foster care? That's part I don't understand. Because she said she was targeted because she was hurt in foster care. Not allowed to go home.
Not allowed to go home.
But never in a foster home. But she just said she was in a foster home and wasn't allowed to go home.
She's moved around.
Yeah, this has happened since I was 15.
My daughter got raped in foster care behind the false cases.
That was the one prior she wrote that.
So you grew up in the system and you had a daughter? Is that what I'm understanding?
It's almost like two parts. Or she has a typo.
Maybe. Okay, so she said she was 3 when it happened. Oh my God. I don't know if it's still going on. Ask people to check on her sister and her brother in the same home that it happened. She's not 13. Is she?
It's been going on for 10 years.
California? Where's the case?
It's been going on for 10 years. It's probably way too late because she says it's been going on for 10 years in foster care. So I'm pretty sure she probably don't have her rights and she just wants to know what's going on with her kids.
She was trafficked too, and she ran from the traffickers.
Yeah.
Jesus God.
And she was a ward of the state, so she grew up in the system.
And that's what they do. And that's what's probably happening to her kids, because and we all know that's what happens behind.
I need to know where. And okay, you know what? Can you just I don't know who you are, but I can get somebody to help you if you can just shit. Here's
your number.
Here's my number. Just give me a text on this number right here, and just remind me in a text message that you're the one that your daughter was raped. When she was 3 years old. If you're in California or in LA, close to LA, I can get somebody to help you. I need to ask you more questions though, but just text me.
Not on live.
Mad at me for speaking up and advocating. New York. Okay, what was the yes for? Okay, you're confusing me, young lady.
Because the comments come in slow, Miss G, that's why. Because it happens to me all the time too when I'm texting in onto the show.
Well, she also said Florida DCF,
Yeah.
but then she said New York. Okay.
When we were just in, I'll leave that story alone. But they're hot and heavy down there. That DCF in Florida, they're vicious.
yeah.
They're vicious people.
They're vicious in LA County too, Darren. I call
Yeah,
it the
well, they're
whorehouse.
vicious. They're vicious everywhere.
Yeah, they are.
But
They really are.
do you believe that Maine is the number one state for abuse and neglect? Do you believe that statistic?
That's crazy.
No, it's not. Is it really?
Yeah, that's just Maine is the number one state for abuse and neglect. They say.
That's
I thought it
crazy.
was LA. LA is the number one state for abuse and neglect.
That's what I would figure, but nope. And the CPS numbers, it's Maine.
One county away
They're
from me,
lying.
they
If
shut
it's
down
coming
the
from
CYS
CPS, they're
building.
lying. If it's coming straight from CPS, that's a lie. I don't believe anything they post.
No, I don't either.
I don't believe anything they say. I'm sorry.
Hey, well, the one county away from me, Miss G, got shut down completely. They got a big old investigation, and like 10 people got arrested, and people that were resigned, they're still getting paid. I don't know how they're getting paid if they're facing trial or something, but
Right.
regardless, they shut the whole CYS building down. It's not even in that county.
I understand. I get
That's
it.
nuts.
I just wanted to go to a place Children's Services isn't allowed to be. That place would be the North Pole, or Alaska,
Alaska.
or Madrid,
Yeah. Madrid.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Dubai.
Dubai.
Oh, Dubai, Middle East is not good to go to right now.
No, it's not. Don't go there.
Not anymore. No. What was the other one? Oh, it's a tropical island.
Not Hawaii.
No, Hawaii has CPS.
Yes, I know. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh my God, it's what is it called? My friend just. Oh my God, she just went there and she wants to move there.
You'll get it, Miss G.
Cambodia. No,
Not
I almost said
Cambodia.
Cambodia. No, it's not Cambodia. Oh my God. It's a tropical island. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's not the Virgin Island. It's not Hawaii. It's something else. Oh my God. It's not Cancun.
Cancun, Mexico. They have CPS over there.
Mexico, dear. It says she said 2 of my children are home. 1 is born from an assault, fighting a false case, fraud of illegal legal abuse and adoption. And then she said, because I told them what my daughter told me, they did. So basically they abused you and sexually molested you because you spoke the truth. If that's what I'm gathering, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they almost killed my daughter, but that's okay. That was just a little mishap, as they stated. It wouldn't be a little mishap. My daughter would have died now, would it?
See what I mean? If they did something, it's a little mishap. But
Yeah,
God
that's what they
forbid,
said.
you love your daughter. That's
I
excessive
know.
love. You can't do that. Can't do
Nope.
that. Can't love your
Nope.
kid. No.
No.
Gloria said New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand is a good place to go to. Yep.
Yeah.
Go to New Zealand. Get out of the country. America is not what you guys think it is. Guys, you guys think America is there to help you. And believe me, in 3 years I'll be out of here. I'm not gonna stay here. I'm giving myself 3 years. And I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm not gonna go to the Middle East. I'm probably gonna go somewhere where the sun don't shine.
The sun don't shine.
Yeah.
You could come over in the cliff behind my house. The sun don't shine there.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to any place in America. Never. I will never. There's no place in America to be trusted. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But it has nothing to do with America itself. It has a lot to do with who's running America and who's the higher up corrupting America. So I love America with all my heart, but I do not love the people in America who are in the government and senates and Congress and all these people are not doing what's right for the people. Just
Nope.
paying their salary. That's all I'm saying. Their salary. We are their bosses, and they treat us like crap.
They use our children to keep themselves in business. That's a fact.
Wait, I'm confused. Look, please look at my comment, New Zealand, Miss G.
Yeah, we know New Zealand.
I know, baby, I saw that.
We said it.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere. She said, please. Yeah, I did that, baby. Not I. Not, I hope I am. Okay, I'm confused. I hope I'm sorry that I was typo. They caused my car to get stolen. Oh my God. So there needs to be a law against this kind of nothing. I mean,
Well, there
this
is
kind of
laws.
thing.
They don't follow them. There's
Yeah.
a law.
Yeah. So,
Let them
you guys, if
happen
you want to start a new life, get your act together, save up,
and run away.
and go to another country of your choice. Do not go to Canada, please. They have CPS there. Do not go to Hawaii. They have CPS there.
Yep.
Do not go anywhere in Africa. They have CPS there.
Yep.
They control Africa. So don't go to Africa. You have to go somewhere else. Switzerland, Amsterdam, New Zealand. I heard Amsterdam is good too. Yeah, go somewhere else. And it's worth every penny. And you can work online. My friend works online and she's making good money. She works online. So work online, do like home jobs in America, get paid the dollars and move away.
Yep.
Move away.
Oh, we're 2 minutes over time.
I know.
We're just on the back.
When a car got stolen, I ended up with a serious back injury. Okay,
Yeah.
sweetheart, just text me to call you tomorrow, okay? Because I have like 3 people to call after the show. I promised them that I will call them. All right, guys, we're gonna have to end the show. Do you have? Oh wait, Grace said New Zealand has CPS. What the fudge?
What? Oh, I thought she was going to say that other word. I was about to say Miss G.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay, no. New Zealand has CPS. I just send it to everybody. Don't go to New Zealand. I changed my mind.
New Zealand.
Changed my mind. I didn't know that's what she meant to say. That's why typing things is so hard to understand. Gloria, is that what you meant to say? New Zealand has CPS?
Well, it's Miss G. The comments come in way after we talk. So if we say something and somebody responds, by the time they take to text it and by the time it shows up, you're already on to 5 other questions. So that's why.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, baby. I'm sorry.
Grace, where's the music?
Or they don't knock on equals, do they? Huh?
I can't see the comment.
I don't know what that means.
Where they don't knock.
I have to go. Yeah.
Where they don't knock on doors, do they, or something? I don't know what it's.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta
everybody's door.
Buy your own island. Gloria said, buy your own island, like Johnny Depp. Buy your own island. Actually, he didn't pay that much for his own island. He actually didn't pay that much. He paid like, what did they say, like 45,000 or something like that, or 80,000? He didn't pay that much.
It's not that much. That's cheap.
That is cheap.
For an island.
You just have to be living among shark-infected water.
Yeah, and then them CPS workers ain't going to be crossing those waters.
Exactly, because a shark might just jump out and eat them.
Well, we'll get the baby shark after them, and then they can be singing Baby Shark.
Exactly. and also they said cold, freezing places is good to live in. Cold, freezing places. Anyways, we got to go. Darren, do you want to say anything?
Last comments? Anybody want to say anything? Last second before Grace hits the music?
Darren, do you want to say anything?
I do.
He does.
Can you say it, please?
I just want everybody to be very careful about everything that you say and do, because they will use anything that you do say, and they will twist your words They will make it so that what you said is obsolete and dishonest. So just be very, very cautious and very, very true. Make sure, even so much as to have a witness. Like it's even nice to have a witness when you are talking to them. It's nice to have a witness involved in your conversations. That way that they can back you up. It's just because they're just getting out of control with switching up the lies and all of that stuff. It's just going to be way out of control.
No, I don't know. Witnesses, I don't know. They say last time I was in court, they said that the witness is a close friend of Miss So and So, and she's biased. You know, and I'm like, huh?
Well, I had videos, and that didn't matter either. So videos didn't even work. And I had proof of everything, and they knew they were being recorded. And I had emails and text messages that I followed up with them to tell them to make sure they knew they were being recorded. And they responded back, saying that they knew they were being recorded. So that still didn't work. And it's a two-party state, so you have to do that here unless you're in the public. You can't have privacy in the public,
Right.
But I have signs all over my doors, and I tell them the minute, and they've known the whole case that they've been being recorded.
Yep. Jamie, we got to go, baby.
Okay, hit the music.
All right. Bye, everyone. Good night. See you guys tomorrow.
What's the new number?
What?
New number.
New number. 66.
Oh.
New number.
No.
All right.
And then
Hey, don't read that.